What's up guys, Marais here with Marai's Mobile Mechanics and welcome to the channel. Today I'll show you how to replace the AC compressor, condenser and the expansion valve on the 2015 Mitsubishi Outlander. This is the 2.0 liters ES Stream 4-cylinder and it's a manual, so let's get to it. What's up guys, so I'll start by showing you the parts. We got the AC compressor, the condenser and the expansion valve, all parts supplied by the customer. So I did mention to him we had a one-on-one. I told him you supply the parts, I'm just the installer, so if anything doesn't work out, anything goes wrong, I'm not reliable for that. So he knows that, and that goes out to everybody. If you supply your own parts and they don't work out, don't blame the installer. So pretty much it's straightforward. You have to make sure you tell your customer that. So pretty much I've taken the bumper out. This is where we are right now. If you want to see how the bumper comes out, check out my video on how to replace the cooling fan for this same vehicle. So the process is going to be the same. The only thing I didn't do last time is taking out the bumper completely, but the only thing that I did miss out was you got to take these two bolts. There's one here and one there. They're 10mm bolts. They're under the grill because I didn't take the bumper completely out, but other than that, the other process is all the same. So the issue with this vehicle is when it is parked, you start it, the AC works perfectly fine, the pressure is everything good, but when you start driving, 5 minutes into your drive, the AC compressor starts making noise, it is rattling and the AC goes away. So pretty much we did all the tests and I did make sure I did catch that because I did everything. I did check the AC pressures. I did check if the AC compressor was working. Actually, when you command it with the scan tool, it was working. If you run it, turning the AC on, everything was working perfectly fine. Not until you get into driving it for about 5 minutes, then you encounter that situation when the compressor just stops working and it starts rattling. So pretty much that's the issue with this vehicle. So the first thing you're supposed to do is take it to a shop, make sure they evacuate the air, the freon for you. Don't be a hilly-billy and do the hilly-billy style by just taking the valve coils out and then you let the freon into the atmosphere. Be friendly, be environmental friendly and do the right way. So we are going to check to see if we have pressure. In my case, there's no pressure. I took it to a shop, they did the evacuation for me. The other way you can tell is get a small screwdriver and then poke into on the valve coils, and you can see there's no pressure. Because if you're not sure, you just start taking things apart, you're going to have freon flying everywhere. So pretty much, like I said, be environmental friendly, take it to a shop, let them evacuate the system for you. Don't do the hilly-billy style and don't be irresponsible. So that's what you gotta do. I checked the low pressure port. Now let's check the high pressure port and make sure we have no pressure in the system. You can see once you poke it, it is just quiet, but if you add pressure, you're going to hear the hissing sound. So pretty much this is where we are. Like I said, lock into the video on how to replace the air the cooling fan, and you know how to take the bumper out. I've not uploaded that video yet, but it's coming. So this is where we are. Let me show you where the compressor is. Definitely you can see safety first. The vehicle is secured, jack stand and the jack and fender wall off the way, and this is where the compressor is. 3 bolts I believe, but you have to take the belt out. This is our condenser in the front right here, and the expansion valve pretty much accessible than the Nissan I did before. So pretty much that's what we're going to replace, but we'll start with replacing the AC compressor first. So let's get to it. So the first thing we're supposed to do is take the belt out, and I'll show you how to take tension off the belt. So our tensioner is right there. We are going to use whichever one works for you. If you want, you can go on the tensioner pulley bolt right there, or you can go on this one right here. There's another setup right here on the board. Let me get a flashlight, I show you. So you can go onto right there with the socket and the ratchet, or if you want, you can go onto the pulley, either pulley for the tensioner right there. So I'm gonna go with whichever works for me. I think I'll be more comfortable going on the, let me see, I'll see whichever one works for me. So I'm gonna use the gear wrench arrangement. That's what I'm gonna use. So let me set myself up and then we go from there. What's up, guys? So I'll go with my 14mm socket in that gearing serpentine kit, and all you gotta do is just push away, which is clockwise, no, counterclockwise. You go counterclockwise and you see the belt is right now, there's tension on the belt, and when you do this there's no tension. So we take the belt off the compressor just like so, and then we'll let it go just like so. So pretty much that's how you take the belt out. So let's set ourselves. We take the other bolts out and then we go from there. What's up, guys? So next we are going to take off this 10mm bolt right there. That one bolts the low pressure hose onto the compressor, and on the other side there's the high pressure hose. If you follow it, there should be a 10mm bolt hidden on the other side. So let me set myself up, we get those out. What's up, guys? So we'll start with the low pressure hose. I'm using my 10mm socket with the M12 right there. The angle is pretty crazy, but this is how I'm gonna get it. Right there. So we got the bolt out. This is the one right here. And all we can do is just wiggle there. We're gonna get a little bit of freon. This is the one right here. I'm gonna put the bolt back on, and let me secure myself so we can get to the other bolt. What's up, guys? So for the high pressure hose, I'll go in from this angle just like so, right there, and I'll get so that's the one right there. I got the bolt out. All we gotta do is just wiggle it. It should come off. There we go. That's the one right there. So we are going to change those O-rings. So right now, let me set myself up. We take the 3 compressor bolts. There's one right here, one right there, and there is one right there, and the compressor should come out. What's up, guys? So right now we take off the 3 compressor bolts. I'm just gonna loosen them and then I'll take them off by hand, because the compressor I don't want the compressor to fall down on me. So we're using a 12mm socket right there, and I believe the other one is hidden on top right there. So let me take them off by hand right now, and then we take the compressor out. So I've taken out the 3 bolts. Let me locate the other one, and then we go from there. What's up, guys? So I forgot one thing. We have to disconnect our electric connector, which is right there. This is the one right here. I don't know if the camera will pick it. Press on the tab and then pull it, and then I just need to figure out, this is the bolt that we need to take out, not this one I took out. So it's gonna be the long one. Let me take that one out, and then our compressor should be out. I'll put this bolt back on. I'll leave it just like so, because I think it is compromised. There we go. It goes back in. The bolt that we need to take out is this one right here. So let me grab my ratchet just like so, and then we break it loose. So let me take it out by hand so we get this compressor out. What's up, guys? So this bolt and this bolt are for the bracket, so I took those instead, thinking they are the compressor bolts. So I'm gonna put them back on. You can see the other one is going back on as well. So the compressor bolts are this one right here. I've already loosened it. it should, this is the bolt. I believe they should all be long ones, so the remaining one is this one right here. Let me set myself up, we get that one, and then take the compressor out. What's up, viewers? So sorry for the mix up. So we got one more bolt right here. It's hidden right here. That's the one right there. The angle is not the best. Try to get it out just like so. Try to get an extension and see. Okay, so what we're going to do, get a short 12mm socket with an extension, and we'll get it so. And once you get that out, I believe the compressor should just come off just like so. Got one more in the back. I just need to loosen it just a little bit. Sorry about that. So just that one loose bolt, and then the compressor comes off just like so. So just be careful it doesn't fall on you like it did on me. So pretty much the compressor comes out. Let's compare it with the new one, and then we go from there. What's up, guys? So an overview in overall, don't pay attention to these three bolts, this one here, that one there, and this one here. All you have to look for is the longer bolts, the one that goes right there, one right here, and one on right there. So let me show you those three bolts on the compressor. It's gonna be this one, long one, you can see right there. You got the other one, it's a long one as well, you can see right there. And then you got the other one as well, it's a long one. So pay attention to those three bolts, they're the ones that hold the compressor onto the bracket. So right now, let me bring the new one. We do the comparison. It says it's already pre-filled. So like I said, if the customer provides the parts, make sure whatever happens afterwards, if parts don't work out, you're not reliable. So let me show you the new one, and then we go from there. What's up, guys? So pretty much it looks the same. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna transfer the bolts to the new compressor. So pretty much it doesn't say the part number, that's just the customer information, shipping address and all that. I don't want to expose that. It doesn't show anything, so that's an eBay product. But the pins on the electrical connector, they look the same. You can see right there, they look pretty much the same. So right now I'm going to install back the compressor, and pretty much it's the opposite orientation of taking it out. So let me set myself up. We're just gonna fast forward, and then we go from there. Don't forget, you have to take these out. Most of the time they are under pressure, so just be careful. You have safety glasses, or you take precautions so that nothing flies into your eyes. So let me do that. I'm gonna do this off camera, but pretty much it's a 10mm bolt, and then we go from there. What's up, guys? So right now we just go ahead and install the compressor back on. Like I said, pretty much it's the opposite orientation of how it came out, just the three bolts, and then connect the electrical connector, put the belt back on, replace these O-rings on the high pressure and low pressure hoses, and pretty much that's it. But when you replace these, you have to lube them with PAG 46 compressor oil, so that they don't get pinched and they just slide in smoothly. So let me do that, and then we go from there. guys, so just change out the new O-rings. You can see the black ones right here. We got the green ones on the high pressure and low pressure hose. You can see we got the green one. We are going to lubricate them with PAG 46. So our compressor is in right now. What's remaining is just connecting the high pressure and low pressure hose to the compressor. So let me just walk you through the compressor. We just verify where we are right now. You can see all the 3 bolts, one here, the other one on top right there, and the other one at the back. Our compressor is in. Our electrical connection is also plugged in. You can see it right there. That one right there is plugged in. So right now let me connect the hoses and then we go from there. What's up, guys? So you can see our compressor is back on, the belt is back on, the high pressure and low pressure hoses are connected pretty much. Don't forget to lubricate the O-rings onto the high pressure and low pressure hose so that you avoid having them pinched. And pretty much you can see our compressor is on, our belt is on, and pretty much that's all it takes to do the AC compressor on a 2015 Mitsubishi Outlander 2.0 ES trim, 4 cylinders. You follow those steps, you got the job done. Like always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share for more tips on how to fix your vehicles, and we'll see you on the next one.